stand up here. So you need to have a little. Jonathan mentioned it. A little. Never work with an articulation which is completely blocked. You don't walk like this. You have knees, and so let them flow naturally, and so that's important. But why are they asking you to do this? And not simply to torture you into the different postures. It's to show you that any action. I mean, he was at the final step of what you're grabbing. He was at usually we have 50-50, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So why do we sort of 1, 2? Well, simply to show you that any added pressure or any power I want to bring over there will not come from pushing here, will come from using the legs, rather than pushing with the top of the body. So this is form for the time being. This is form. Footadatch is 50-50. Suddenly I bring this spring effect. I bring pressure into the spring to release it into the attack. And after, if your legs and body have really registered this thing, you should be able to get the same feeling remaining in footadatch, but still with the feeling of explosion one side or the other side. You won't need to go into the exact form of Kokutsu or Zenkutsu, which are pretty artificial. Zenkutsu is nice, but once I'm here, it's not really very convenient for moving, let's be fair. So that's to show you that anything you will do after the gesture here is finished, you still keep the feeling, but it's the body that brings all the added power. That's why do we have this in all these katas where 1, 2, try again, here, and at the end of the kata it's the contrary, Zenkutsu, Kokutsu. But it's how to use this, bring pressure alternately, one side, the other. I mean, we've got only 2 legs, so we've got to go from one to the other. So you see the idea. So no stiff, don't push. There are variations to this exercise. So we don't need to do it, but if I'm here, the grabbing is this way. If there is a little more pressure, here I come. If I push, he can stop me very easily. There's no way I can get into it. So I must stay here, use my legs. Use my legs. It's use the legs. Whatever the technique is for, it's how, if there is a grab or something, it's not the arm that must go first. It's the legs that drag. So that this feeling after whatever comes is just for sure. But it's here, concentration here, and body, neck, and we all watch this. Most of the job is being done here. So you see, that's Kokutsu Zenkutsu. You have it many times in katas. Footadatch, strangely enough, footadatch does not appear in katas. But it's still the most convenient way. Which means after, on an attack, whichever it may be, we can still move to keep the same situation. The form remained more or less footadatch, but the feeling was still sending back the power from here. And first accepting into the back leg, send it back. So it's this use of the tenokata, which you were doing this morning, very formal, 1, 2. And Sensei showed us the photos of Yoshitaka. If the same tenokata from here standing up, if she comes very quickly for, I no longer have the time to do 1, 2. It's got to be 1, but 1, the posture, because I can't possibly go back and let her come into the action. It's this 1, 2 feeling. into the muscles, which comes to the same as what you're being asked here. You see the point? And so that's, so please, they showed you very well, it's 50-50 back into the, it gives an added pressure. Very often you must go up, the bum sticks out and we go up. Because why? We escape the pressure. The leg doesn't point. Alright, so you showed 3 or 4 times, then start again. Back into the
Tend to be too cosmetic and look at the fancy stuff. Leg work. So of course, if he does his oizuki, left side, yeah, the other side. This distance, okay, so if I'm here, flex like that, then he's got to get a hell of a whacker. So if he steps back, how to escape. But if he's escaping up just up here, the next situation is very difficult. Now I come up here, it's very difficult. You know, keep the leg down. So this feeling, leg, this feeling, how to escape. But I've got all my power on this back leg. That's it all together. No hand. So after hand, how to adapt. This power, how to transfer to the hand. This is hard. This is just leg. You can't get the legs, then it's all up here. This is why you put so hard on the leg, so hard on the leg. That's where the power comes from. Afterwards, the hand is the transmitting point. Okay, afterwards, leg. Oh. This is my time. This part. Just a moment of time. This part always check.
Just from this distance, yes, that's Isaac, but I'm not standing distance. Okay? This timing, I've not done anything to Mark's body at all. In real case, second, third, fourth, fifth attack's going to come. Alright? So I think what we've practiced is going to have the concentration here. Oh, a little bit late, once more. Just this point. Okay, now I can do stuff because his body's broken, basically. So you've really got to study what we've been talking about. Your legs have got to be in the right position. Your relationship, the hand to your partner slowly. Okay? A little bit of contact and I'm drawing them into this back leg. Now I can do something. And now this is loaded, so now I can come back in. But the movement doesn't stop, it's not a 1-2 action. Do you want them? So if I think it's 1-2, I can't do anything. Moment I hit, moment I get back in. Eventually one day. Yes. This feeling. Okay, it's another option. An option might be to get him before he goes. Another option might be it's another thing for your toolkit, if you like, but it never stops, and it's always a relationship between you and your partner. What we tend to do again is my target is just a dribble again. My target is I want to get him going forward. I want to get him that bit, but I made a mistake, so cook it. Yeah? One day, maybe, get him, don't make a mistake. Cook it. Okay, this imagination, so we never stop, always looking for my best opportunity. But be honest with yourself, slowly. I made a mistake. Don't plow on with it, which is what we normally do. Yeah? How to be receptive, how to move. Made a mistake, I've got to escape. Better option. Move again. Okay? So you're always looking for the best opportunity.
So from here, this is the exercise we've been doing. This seems okay. If we take Gackers and you have those in a good rib bracket from here, this way. If I up this way, case, I can't do it. Okay, and that's what you're teaching yourself to do when you're going from here. Come on, grab it, go. Now you've got to get in from here. It's how to use the legs. So from here as the attack comes in, how to keep down and hold into the back like this. This is attack perfect. Take it into the back leg. Once you've got this far, the actual muscle activity is the same. Listen. This is your go-to. So doing this exercise, again, you only get out of this when you put in. So if you want to be able to use it this way, from here, the hips are already at this position relative to the floor. You take this drive forward, down into this leg. And then you can drive from this leg forward. Down, the pressure comes from this back leg into mine. In that case you can lift. Okay? What it is just from there, nice shifting weight, especially for more experienced people. You need to
Oh yeah.
No pain, no gain. Now come on, down there. Okay, come on. It's gonna hurt. Take my word for it, it's gonna hurt. But get down there, bend that knee. Thrust from that knee, that leg. Down. Down in. That's the advantage of being short. Back big, knee bend. It's gonna hurt. If it doesn't hurt, you're not doing it right. You're not gonna progress. Right? So get down there, do it. This, anyone can do. You don't have to spend all this money and come here and do this sort of nonsense. Ian's wasting his time. You're better off in a ballroom somewhere. Okay? Right, Ian, keep going on there. Ian. No. Okay?
Going on and doing a counter-attack. So we'll just present the last one. Once we've done the just step into it. But I can see you already getting to this point. Okay, and the reason I didn't introduce a counter-attack is because you start to forget. The very point we're trying to do is the break. Okay, and it's become evident just by watching you, okay? So this is why we're trying to get this initial state of break. So how to take it out of posture, okay, a little bit out there. That break. Forwards and round. It's pointless me even considering this part until I've broken his posture. Realistically, he's coming onto him and he's fucking using neck foot. Okay? So this break is really important. Out into the posture, make a full void and break. Okay? We can't consider that part until you get that right. So you've got to, with the three Izukis, get that sorted out. Because you're already going back to tight. As soon as you're taking the pace, it'll really slam it in. You can end it, it's not like this. You've forgotten this. Explosiveness. So please get that sorted. Pick the pace up a little bit by all means. And then just get the break part in. Forget the counter-attack for today, please. Right? So it gets ingrained. Now, just grab an in part, and then we'll be stopping very shortly, and I'll